the boy and go hide in the loft.
I'm here to collect Mr. Hawthorne's rent! Shut that please! Before I get you in the wheel now! Christ almighty!
Johnny Fletcher busted into a farmhouse on his property.
You bring me back that stuff to
Well, well, look what we have here. Please don't kill me.
Gentleman John Fletcher! Damn it!
Johnny Fletcher! Don't make me chase you! I didn't kill nobody. I didn't murder that family.
That don't break me down to me. You're a bounty hunter. You're a wanted man. Here.
Out of the night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds, and shall find me, unafraid. It matters not how straight the gates, how charged the punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Stand down and no one has to die today.
This only ends one way.
They'll kill you all.
Why not take your chances in a prison cell?
Alright, I'm coming out.
My lord, I have a report.
Speak.
Our latest assassination attempt on Lady Nocturne has failed.
I can see stronger measures are needed. Begin phase 2.
Captured! The notorious Lady Nocturne has been brought in through the valiant efforts of the Void Cobras.
Better posse, huh?
Get on the damn bird.
Prisoner, take 5 steps, then stop and turn to your right.
But the pirates of Velix Mortis are far from defeated.
My lord, I have a report.
Let's cut to the chase, since we both know that this isn't a social call and you didn't come here to waste time.
Fine. High Command is gambling that the attempt on your life by your so-called friends has made you willing to cooperate. Am I wasting my time now?
What fate will befall the disgraced former pirate?
The Minotaur sends his regards, traitor.
What does your High Command want, and what are they offering in return?
High Command wants many things, but it wants a show of good faith first.
Fire Team 1, move up. Fire Team 2, covering fire.
Bravo Team 1, push up. Bravo 2, give us support.
What next for now infamous mercenaries, the Void Cobras?
I want every last pirate I used to run with dead. I don't want to be watching over my shoulder every hour of every day.
Now you die!
Will the Void Cobras become targets of Lady Nocturne's former pirate comrades?
Attention, crash override. This is Freighter Ebony Hawk. My ship just lost all power and thrust. We're going down. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
There truly is no honor among thieves. You rabble will turn on each other at the slightest provocation.
Okay, fine. Moving past you.
Find out on the next episode of Star Citizen Nocturne.
Jameson, you copy?
Touch me now, I don't want to live without you. Nothing's gonna change my love for you.
Jameson, we require immediate emergency extract.
I don't know, man. It looks kind of hot over there.
I've entrusted my life to idiots.
Okay, got it working, Sarge.
Alright, Corporal. Good work. Follow me! Y'all remember what Sarge said? Stay together, keep comms clear, and heads on the swivel. Clear. Okay, we're gonna secure the van, sweep the entire ship for survivors. Channel, you take point. Doc, you're behind me. Corporal, you're bringing up the rear.
Understood, Sergeant.
Taking flat. Oh shit! god, oh my god!
Get the hell out of here!
Get him off me, get him off me, get him off me! They're getting in my armor! Ah!
I got into collecting bounties when a gang of bandits bushwhacked my wife, my best friend Coyote, and me. Meet the Jones brothers.
To take a look at the situation in which you find yourself.
That's Joshua.
Gonna have real bad.
What's the Indian word for
Next to him is Rufus the Doofus.
Heck, I don't know.
You're just trying to make me look dumb.
Alright, I want to
Next
see
to him is
on the
Lyman.
ground.
Remember those faces.
And 6.
You'll see him again.
8 hands praising Jesus.
The other ones, well, ain't no use in introducing. They're all dead.
Run! Obadiah, get the saddlebags! I got him!
I later discovered the Jones brothers were all wanted men. I figured I might as well get paid for taking my revenge.
Man, we still wanted for justice.
Post is still on the wall?
So I hunted down the ones we didn't kill. Lyman, he sang like a bird. Rufus and Joshua were smuggling contraband down the river. Always to the same spot. I found a nice perch on a bluff above the river where I knew they would eventually be. During the war, I was a sharpshooter. Coyote's Whitworth came in handy. For weeks, I tracked them. Then I killed them.
here and scan it. You can use that check.
If you like our content, we'd appreciate if you'd like, subscribe, and get notifications. Help us extend our reach by sharing our video content. And if you want to help us beat the algorithm, also leave us a comment on some of our videos.
Oh, yes. It must be Taco Tuesday. Sons of Liberty live stream is on. We've got admin Doug, admin Matt, and me, your friendly neighborhood Big Sarge. And joining us tonight, looking fine as hell with that beard, the angry bartender.
You ain't got to butter me up that quick, friend.
He does. He wants to get to the good parts fast. That is a mighty beard.
How are you doing, Andrew?
I am doing good, friend. Doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being here. So, apropos of nothing other than you, I heard that you are into heavy medieval combat through. Is it SCA or Buhurt or
it's SCA
Himba or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I'm a heavy in the SCA. In fact, completely by accident, that's my heavy shield right there.
Okay. Now, when you do this, it's full contact, right? You're not playing with like.
Well, I just happen to have the tools here to explain this. So yes, but
So I made the man get up out of his chair.
Rattan is what our swords and pole arms are made out of. Now, with pole arms, you usually have like a heavy rubber axe head, not foam, like mallet rubber axe head.
Got it.
Like this is shield. That is like light hit.
A light hit.
We hit in the head. So like this is my 16 on the side, 14 on the top gauge helmet. And like so you only are required to wear a helmet, a gorget, so neck, kidney padding, elbows, knees, and wrist. And then most everybody covers torso, but not everybody does. That's all I wear and torso because I figure if I'm faster than you just can't fucking hit me. It doesn't actually work out like that because most of the people in the SCA have been fighting in the SCA as long as I've been alive. So they just put their sword where I'm going to be. But it was a nice thought.
How long have you been doing this?
Right at 2 years now. One of my coworkers, because I used to be a professional wrestler too. I'm actually on that poster. Knew that I was a big D&D nerd and like into contact sports and stuff. And he found the society.
That's how it starts.
And got me to go with him one weekend. And now I fight and he doesn't. And like I'm actually like I'm an associate to a peer, so I'm a squire. Like I've actually taken steps to be like a part of the society. I don't just show up and swing stick anymore.
Now, when you get hit, presuming that you get hit, like let's say someone's fortunate enough to land a blow, and they hit you in the head with that thing. Does it ring your bell, or does like the helmet like kind of
So the helmet does its job, like armor works. Headshots aren't really bad, although I will say short sticking. So like if you get hit with like right here above that hilt, can be a little rough because it's just jarring. And the hardest I have ever been punched in the nose was when my now current knight, the person I'm squire to, short sticked me in the back of the head on accident. And the helmet I was wearing was like, it wasn't my helm. It was just like a loner. And it was too big, and I smashed my nose directly into the bar grill. And that rung my bell pretty good.
Well, I bet.
This is actually a topic that I'm personally interested in, but I never, ever, ever thought that I would be able to talk about on Sons of Liberty. So
we can do this, friend.
Have fun, man.
It's sca.org. There's a kingdom locator. Because they are a nonprofit, I must say that I am not speaking on behalf of the society right now, just as a member who happens to enjoy it. So, SCA, don't yell at me. My knight's wife is literally married to a board member, so like, I have to be on my P's and Q's. But there's the kingdom locator is on sca.org. No matter where you're at in the country, almost no matter where you're at in the world, there is a barony or a shire within an hour or two of you. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, there's only like 40,000 people in the society, worldwide, but there's still 40,000 people in the society. So like there is somewhere close enough within a couple hours drive of you to go swing stick every week.
Tim, that's what you need. Another hobby to spend money on. The one that's awesome.
And that's the really cool thing. We need more toys. Toys means people. So almost everybody in the society understands that armor is expensive. Like, I didn't pay this for it, but that's a $2,000 helmet when it was made.
I believe it.
Again, this ties into what I'm fixing to say. I have a very generous knight. Most people in the society are very generous people. You get very, very cheap armor when you join the society because I just want to hit you. So yes, you can have this thing I paid $1,000 for $100. Does it fit you? Put it on, please. Can I hit you?
Here's some armor now. Let me beat this shit.
Where do you get this armor? Who pays? I mean, not who pays for it, but who makes it? Who are these
about to get real interesting for like where this conversation may go later. A lot of it comes from Ukraine. Some of the best armor makers on the planet are in Ukraine. Wow. In fact, we are helping fund the resistance sometimes by buying armor from Ukrainian armorers. But then there's also people all over the country that this is what they do for a living because there's enough people in the society who constantly want to spend money and make their kit better. And so they make armor either on the side or full time and travel around from event to event. Because there's like, if you just wanted to, you could go to an event somewhere in America every weekend. And so there's guys that just pack up a budget, moving van with 20,000 pounds worth of steel and chase people who want to buy it.
Wow. I have a friend who's in Palmetto Knights. It's not SCA. It's one of those actual like leagues that they have, like Buhurt or Himba or something. The historical medieval battles. Yeah. And that. Do you know what kind of a recruiting statement that would be? To be like, join SCA. We're funding the war in Ukraine. Buy their armor.
I mean, it really would. Unfortunately, being a nonprofit, they have to, kind of, they can't really say things like that, but I can. And I'm here to tell you some of the best steel on the planet comes straight from Ukraine. Also, India. Oddly, a lot of chainmail comes from India.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen various discourse on that. People are like, "What about Pakistani? What about India? What about?"
No, some of it is really good, like legitimately, especially because chainmail in the SCA, anyways, a little different in Buhurt, but in the SCA, since it's all blunt force trauma. Your chainmail is just for looks. It is not actual armor. You still actually required to wear lacrosse pads or something underneath chain. But if you're just looking for it, like aluminum chain from all best stuff, is like $200, and it will last years and years and years as long as you take care of it. Also, kids always get riveted chain, never butted. Butted will just fly apart when people start hitting it because it's literally just two pieces of metal butted up together. Where riveted is, riveted.
Is there a top tier level where you guys stop using sticks and start using swords, or are you calling sticks swords?
So we call sticks swords. So like everything is just to be a simulation of this. However, in the SCA, there is what's known as harness fecting. And they do live steel, and in other places they're starting to do live steel in general. I'm not 100% sure on the rules of harness fecting because I've only seen it once, but they have like these little plates that they put on them, and they stab the shit out of each other with spears. I got into the SCA because I gave up professional wrestling because like I want to be able to walk and stuff when I'm 50. So escalating past swing stick would probably get me in trouble with my wife. So I'm just like, y'all can keep all of that over there. It might hurt a little bit tomorrow, but I can still walk and don't bleed. In fact, if I have bled, something has gone terribly wrong.
Definite selling points. Definite selling points right there.
Now, that said, we also do
this
more
is what
than
we were
just
going to be talking about
one-on-one
tonight?
combat or small teams. We do mass scale wars. Like I spent a week on King's Arrow Ranch in Mississippi a few months ago for something called Gulf Wars. It's like 6,000 people that get together out there. And we do full-fledged kingdom versus kingdom versus kingdom battles. And it can get real wild on them shield walls. In fact, I even got to be personal guard to the king of my king for one of those battles. And we just zipped around from fight to fight, victimizing people, to be honest with you. And then when it was all said and done, one of the other kingdoms came to our king and was like, hey, can you tell your guys to tone it down a little bit? We're sorry for saying y'all were like birds, because it's normally known that the kingdom I'm from, Meridies, is the kind kingdom.
Oh yeah, Meridies.
We're very kind in our fighting. We're not going to hit you very hard, mostly because we believe if you tell me that I hit you soft somewhere, this means that you want me to blast you there, and I'm going to do my best to take that off with the stick. So if you even touch me with it, you got it. Like, supposed to be, it's got to be a legitimate solid blow. If that piece of wood touches me, you got it, friend. Because I don't want to look at you and go, cave my fucking arm in, please. Because there are people that will. Not on purpose. It's just you told him to. Just like, this is always my favorite thing to tell everybody about the SCA. Legal targets are from the head to the knee, like the top of the knee, and from the wrist on. So, unfortunately, and that is the answer when you were asked this question, the jimmies are a legal target. You are required to wear a cup in the SCA, even if you are a woman, because it's not chivalrous for me to hit you there, but shit happens. A certain amount of incidental contact is to be expected. So if the wind from your sword so much as breezes past my ding-a-ling, you win. Because I'm not going to look you in the face and tell you to hit me harder there. No, sir. You got it.
Did you think that you were going to be on this subject when we started this, when you got the notice that we wanted to have you on the stream?
We didn't talk about what we were going to talk about first, so I didn't know, but it is very rare that people ask me about the SCA stuff because it's usually everything else. It's hard to talk about the fun stuff when the world's on fire.
Right. Like I wish I could just do a live stream where it's like me and Admin, Matt, and some other Fan of Liberty members, and we're like playing D&D on Tailspire or whatever. Instead, it's like politics all the time. So when I get the opportunity to fucking nerd out and be like, hey, let's talk about, music or SCA or some shit, I'm taking that shit.
Bro, you want me to tell you the cheat code? You start a Twitch channel. Because it's a separate platform. Like, I have my Twitch up right now. There are people on here that legitimately, I have 65-year-old women that watch me on Twitch because they've made Twitch accounts to come hang out with me because they genuinely like me that much. The only people that are going to go to that third platform or that second platform, however many they follow you to, like Twitch, are the people that really, really, really want to hang out with you. So you can talk about your nerdy fun stuff. And you can do, like, I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 last night till 10 o'clock with my Twitch chat. Like, sure, the first 30, 40 minutes of my stream sometimes involve a little bit of screaming and cussing and going a little wild out about what's going on. But then we crank up Expedition 33 and cry about French Final Fantasy Souls. Like, it's just like having the live stream away from YouTube. And people yell at me all the time in my comments, why won't you stream on YouTube? Because there'll be 1,200 of you show up. The chat will just fly by. And I love you. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's people going to hear this and they're thinking I'm being an asshole, but I'm not. I love you, but I can only read hello from Oklahoma. And like that does like 600 times. And that doesn't build a sense of community. We're like over on my Twitch channel. Like I know these names. Sometimes I have faces to them. I know what's going on in their lives. I can tell you which ones just had teeth fall apart or a car breakdown or just got a new job. And they can tell you when my dog is upset or like Twitch is the whole different side of it. It's like as soon as I took off on TikTok, it's like making a Twitch channel, going to do that. Because while this is fun and it's important and like the world needs people like you and like me that look like us and sound like us and talk about the things we do. We also need those outlets. And and building those senses of community has been my favorite part. Like I will tell everybody every time that giant ass number under my name's real cool. The 36 people that I talk to 5 nights a week for 3 to 4 hours are my favorite part of this.
Yeah. I can't be on all the time. Like I'm Big Sarge on camera, but I have a wife, I have kids, I play in a band, I'm an indie filmmaker, I like to have sex, stuff like that. So it's like, you know, we actually have a Twitch, but I haven't used it because I've streamed some Star Citizen, but I streamed it straight to YouTube and people were like, what the fuck is this? Or what are you playing? Is Donald Trump in this game? Can you shoot him in the face? I'm like, no, I'm just playing fucking video games. God damn.
I made the mistake of posting the video of me becoming a squire, and 33% of the comments were, it's real fucking weird that you're swearing to a king in the middle of all this Donald Trump bullshit. And I was like, can I not just show you a sweet moment of my life, please?
Yeah.
Can we not just enjoy
like, do you motherfuckers know what LARP is? God damn.
Like, I am playing a game in the woods that I will probably play for the rest of my life. This is kind of a big moment. I'm a Viking from 950 Scandinavia. Who the fuck is Donald Trump for the next few minutes?
I used to play woodsball, paintball, and fucking that used to be my jam. Oh my god. And if I talked about that shit on camera or talked about like video gaming stuff, most people that watch Sons of Liberty videos would be like, okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, that's cool. Or some of them would be like, oh yeah, fucking BattleTech, hell yeah, D&D, hell yeah. But then there's a small minority of people that are like, but Sarge, your brand delusion. What about your brand recognition? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Have you not seen the video where I'm wearing my DD214 talking about taking a shit in the general's clean ass porta potty, and he comes out and is like, fuck you doing? Like, we have lives outside of this shit. I'm not fucking politics 24/7. God damn.
Dude, this is what another
calm the fuck down.
If
you are
chat 200 times tonight, but if you come into my Twitch chat and the first thing you say to me is do the thing, do the yeehaw thing, I'm not gonna light you up. 36 very aggressive people are though, because you're not gonna come in and treat me like a seal and tell me to park.
36 barflies.
They call themselves the tenders. I tried to call them regulars, and they're like, "Nah, we're tenders, chicken tendies, yo."
Okay, that's what's up.
Oh, fuck, man, I needed this. Thank you so much.
Whew. I mean, it took me a long time to realize how important, like, what we're really here for is. Like, I started this shit just blowing off steam, man. I was in the parking lot at work for 33% of my videos, like between tables and running drinks. I'm like, some maggot has said something stupid at my table, or the news is playing in the bar, and I've seen what's happened, and I'm like, I just got to run out and blow some steam off real quick. Like, that's how this happened. There was no content strategy. There was no plan. And so, like, even now, I have no intention of watering myself down and, brand strategy. I don't even put end cards on 85% of my YouTube videos because I don't fucking remember to do it. Because I don't run this like a business.
Oh, God. I don't do that either. I did that during Confederate Heritage Month just to, like, get people to click the fucking the playlist where I put all the videos so that they could go back and watch them. But I haven't done there's so much social media crap that I'm not savvy to, and people are like, "Oh, you got to do this and that." And I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Like, I didn't use Instagram for 6 months up until like day before yesterday because I was just like, fuck Meta. I'm not letting them have any of my content. And finally hit me. It's like, hey, if you actually want to talk to MAGA, you should probably go where they are, which is Meta. And so I had to like get off my high horse there. Now, I will say with YouTube, I got really lucky. Not so much for like getting a push or anything, but like all the back end stuff that you're supposed to do. I've been in a community here on YouTube and Twitch myself for like a decade. Yeah, anybody here ever heard of Death Battle on YouTube? It's a super nerdy channel, but they got like 6 million subscribers. What they do is they take Goku and they take Superman and they have a team of researchers and they go in and they look at every feat from every comic and a TV appearance and everything ever. And they debate about it for like 2 weeks internally. Like, they have almost lost friendships to each other on these research teams over being like, no, definitively, this is who will win. And then they pay a team of animators a large sum of money to show you in the coolest, dopest fight you've ever seen. Well, the guys that I watch on Twitch for like a decade used to work with those guys. So when I had my big push, the guy who like runs all the analytics and shit for them took one look at my YouTube channel, called me on Discord and was like, let me fix your shit because it bothers me that your YouTube channel is this out of whack. So I got like someone who's been doing this for a decade or so, more than a decade actually, that's extremely successful that kind of like put my shit in order, and now it's kind of just on autopilot.
I guess I need to fucking, what am I adding here, Doug? What?
Like, I didn't know that your country of origin is not just set in the back end on YouTube. That's something you as a creator have to go in and set. I didn't know that. So it didn't know I was in America for like ever.
Yeah, if you create your account using a VPN, like I did. I'm like, why are we suddenly popular in Australia?
That's right.
Man, they're watching me in Indonesia at 3 a.m. like a lot. Why is the heat map looking? For anybody wondering, I'm talking about that's watching that does know Death Battle. I'm talking about Boomstick from Death Battle. Boomstick was like, this is why. Wham, bam, 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 bam. I was like, oh, I'm an idiot and probably should have spent more than 8 seconds digging around in settings, huh?
So you said you played D&D, right?
Yeah, we actually play on Monday nights on my Twitch channel. We have me and a bunch of other content creators have a rotating DM group.
Doug, do you play D&D, or have you ever played D&D?
No, I've watched D&D on Twitch. I haven't played it because I only have a certain amount of brain cells that I can actually commit to things, and D&D is like, once you realize that just the die alone, and then somebody else is taking notes, and then there's these rules, and then there's unspoken rules, and then but maybe if you're with this people, there's a whole different rules. I realize now I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that life yet, and I have to accept that. Like I can't.
He's not ready for that life.
This is my sexy method with big titties.
Mine twinkle because they're hollow and metal.
Oh, hold on. All right, Saint Fuapap, the patron saint of shut the fuck up as politely as possible. Saint Fuapap, STFUPAP.
Love it. I have the patron saint of healthcare back there on my wall.
Some guy that I know, that I've known for years, was like, hey, does Saint Fuapap have a mini? Because he knows the backstory of Saint Fuapap. And I was like, no. So I made one on Hero Forge, and he printed out and painted it for me. It's fucking baller.
That is dope.
All right, Doug, this doesn't apply to you since you haven't played D&D, but I got a comment down here. It says favorite D&D character, and I want to take this opportunity to diverge from politics just for a little while longer, maybe longer than that.
I'm enjoying it, man.
Man.
Y'all was talking about knights in armor. Y'all on some real white people shit right now.
I will have you know, one of my favorite people to stand shield wall with looks a whole lot more like you than he does me.
I mean, yeah, you know.
But no, it's all of this is definitely some hardcore white people shit.
Yeah, there were definitely Moors there back then too.
That is actually directly what Idris is. His persona is a Moor.
There we go. Yeah, but it's a white people shit, and I'm loving it. I'm a spectator right now. Like I know when I'm enjoying this. Just like when I watch D&D, I know when it's time to come in and when it's time to watch. This is my time to watch.
Like,
I'm enjoying this.
That was like me when I was on the Tell the People with you. Actually, when she was on with us, when Sunny from Tell the People was on, I was just like, I'm gonna sit over here and be the token white guy, and I'm not gonna say a goddamn thing. Y'all just did your thing, and you're like, "Hey Tim, what are you thinking?" I'm like, "Well, as a professional white person,
with my extremely white opinion."
Yeah. It got real black real quick on that channel. It got real black real quick.
All right, so Andrew, what is your favorite?
Go ahead.
What is your favorite D&D character? Like, if you had to pick one out of all of them.
Okay. Well, all right. I have to caveat. Am I metagaming or am I playing a character with character? Because like if I'm metagaming, I'm just gonna run a fighter, and at 8th level, I'm gonna take leadership, and my fighter is gonna have a cohort that's also a fighter, and I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of the rules, and I'm gonna make a DM really mad. If I'm not, then I like to play either half elf rogues, because you can just have so much fun with being a rogue.
Yeah, let's go with the ones with character, not the mid.
Yeah, half elf rogues. I almost like my characters are pretty much split. I either play dwarf fighters or half elf rogues. Dwarf fighters because and I'm in direct possession of a battle axe. But half elf rogues just because I also always play chaotic good. I don't play any other alignment but chaotic good. Surprise, surprise! I play myself in video games, okay, and tabletop games.
Like,
okay, I'm
basically
not,
everybody, right? It's
just,
if you're being honest.
It is what it is.
Everybody's like, let me Mary Sue the shit out of myself.
Like I'm legitimately either a criminal or a stick or an axe swinger. Like that's what you get. That's who I am. But my rogues are always the like I'm gonna save this burning orphanage and steal from the evil mayor kind of rogue.
All right, Matt.
Can I see that? Can I see that axe?
Oh yeah.
Well, he gets that axe. It's tough. It's between a paladin gnome who is just completely unaware of his own physical height. Just completely just wades right in the battle. No idea that he's up there, but his belly button. And actually a character from one of the campaigns you ran, Tim, the Dragonkin, the Silver Dragonkin.
Yeah, the Dragonborn Dragonkin.
Yeah.
Dragon something.
With an ancient dwarven flamethrower.
That's fixing to light you
that
up.
That was not broken as hell.
All she plays.
That was so much fun.
All she plays is Dragonborn.
I love it. Just
my favorite D&D character is actually it's a 50-50 split. I had a psionicist in 2nd edition that I really, really liked. The DM gave me a lot of latitude with psionics because he didn't really understand it. And so I went to all of these other gaming systems and imported some of their rules. And I was like, all right, so these are the things that I want to bring in. And just to handicap myself on this, I'm going to add these negative things to it or whatever. And he was like, okay, cool. And then I proceeded to fucking butt fuck this shit. I was doing crazy shit like he's like, oh, you're in a room. The people that I was playing, we were stationed at Presidio of Monterey, so we would basically like play Friday night for a couple of hours. They would all come over to my place because I had like a huge house on base housing, and then we'd all go to sleep. We'd drink whatever. And Saturday morning we wake up, we'd go to Denny's real fast. We'd come back and we play D&D from like 10 a.m. until like 3 a.m.
This is the way.
And he would throw shit at it. Like, this guy did not believe in like, trying to balance shit against the party. He was like, everything I throw at you, you always figure out a way to. So he would just like, he's like, all right, there's 700 anti-paladins with like plus 10 Vorpal sorts. So we're just like, okay, let's get creative. So I started doing like off the wall shit, and I was like, all right, you said we're standing. There's like 5 anti-paladins. All right, I'm gonna use this mental power called magnetize. Bam, clustered together, cut their throats, super easy. And then the other one that I like playing is like a dwarven paladin of whatever, fucking neutralish deity, just so I can go around and drink beer and use a Scottish accent.
Yeah, there you go. You
which
see,
is my native default.
There's this feat. I learned to play on 3.5. Specifically, I learned to play on Pathfinder First Edition, which is 3.5, but better. And there's a feat in 3.5 called Cleave. And then there's a greater feat called Great Cleave.
Yes.
And then there's an even greater feat called Mighty Cleave. So you can get a fighter who's level 7. You can pull it at 7, but it's best at 8 so that your other fighter is at level 7. You get a fighter at level 8 who takes the leadership feat, which gives him a cohort. You make that cohort a level 7 fighter. They can both take Cleave, Great Cleave, and Mighty Cleave. They both have 2 attacks. So you flank with them constantly. And you set yourself up in zigzags to however your DM sets the mobs up. And every turn you take like 9 attacks, because you cleave, and then you great cleave, and then you mighty cleave, and then you attack again, and you cleave, great cleave, mighty cleave, and then your other fighter steps up and he's like, got this, boss. Cleave, great, and then so you just take one of these here, and you hew necks from right to left, and then you come back left to right. It's beautiful. They never should have let me figure out how to read the rule book, because then I became DM's bane. Like, horrible DM, horrible for the DM.
Yeah, I usually end up DMing because people are like, I don't want to DM. I just want to play. I'm like, well, I'm going to fucking play too. I'll just DM, whatever.
So I haven't got to play in like a decade until a couple months ago when a couple of the guys I run around with on TikTok were like, we all play D&D. And I was like, bitches. Twitch channel, Monday night. Because we sit on fucking TikTok live till like midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning every night. Like, I get off of my stream. My whole family's done went to bed. I'm like, well, I don't sleep as it is. I'm just going to go get on TikTok real quick. And there's 4 of my buddies sitting on live. I'm like, well, all right, well, instead of sitting here on TikTok doing not shit and all of us play D&D and all bitch about not being able to play D&D, why don't we just do the thing? And so we do it live on Mondays. But they won't let me play much D&D, mostly because most of them hate actual D&D. So like, we're currently playing Mage the Ascension. It's cool. It's a whole lot more role play heavy than combat. And I'm over here like, I just want to roll dice and kill things. But then Mage the Ascension's cool because it's like, you're a magician. You figure out how your fucking magic works. Like, the rules are literally like, it works however you want it to work. The whole goal is to not let everybody know you're a magician. Because that's like, the enemies, not your real problem here. The enemies are your real problem. How vulgar are you with your magic? So I'm over here like, all right, well, I'm reading Brandon Sanderson right now. Let me just, which one of his magic systems am I going to steal a character from today? Oh, yeah, there's the guys that store attributes. That's not vulgar at all. So I'm just breaking this fucking game. Like, and I'm just super fast. Nobody's going to figure that one out.
All right, so I got a noob question here. You guys actually dress up?
Oh, not for D&D, no.
No.
Because when I'm watching it on Twitch, like, these guys go in. I'm talking like
that's
the makeup
for show.
took at least 4 hours. Like,
Yeah. That's Critical
that's
Role
showboat
and
and shit.
Smoke
That
Scene. They do too much. I'll change my voice every now and then. I like have to fuck up and not be a little bit borderline racist with the accents sometimes, but that's about it. About 2 hours into a campaign a couple weeks ago, I was like, "Hey guys, I don't know exactly how my character is supposed to sound because I literally stole the character from a book." And they were like, "Well, what is it?" I told them someone messaged back, or one of the guys in the game was like, "So you're somehow supposed to mix a Russian accent and an Islander." And I was like, "Oh, this is gonna get real fucked up real fast." Somehow I sound kind of Hispanic. We just can't do this. Yeah, I've been playing D&D since I was 17, so about 31, 32 years. And in that time, I have never seen anybody dress up for a D&D game except one time. And it was this guy and his wife, and they were super, super, super problematic. Like, first of all, so I was stationed at Fort Meade, home of the National Security Agency, and this guy was in our unit, and his wife had been chaptered out, so she was prior service or whatever, and she was trying to fuck everybody at the table, which was like 6 or 7 dudes, with her husband sitting right there, and he was just like either completely oblivious or he was just like, "I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let her do whatever."
Tim, this is a nerd circle. You know what it was. The Venn diagram of nerds and polyamory is just a fucking circle.
So this was 2004. So that wasn't really a thing that people talked about, especially in the military, because in the military you could get chaptered out of the military for sexual misconduct if you do anything other than missionary position. Anyway. So
I hear Mrs. Edmonton has advice.
The guy, yeah, my wife was in the Navy, and so she's back there like, "Oh yeah." The guy, he had this quirk where he would talk in like a Jimmy Stewart voice, but not like Jimmy Stewart in his prime. He was like, a 90-year-old Jimmy Stewart. So he would like come to the table and be like, "Well, I'm going to play this poverty-stricken hermit," and he would talk like this. He sounded like the dude from Diablo. He's like, "Stay a while and listen," and he did that incessantly. But the thing that made him the worst person ever, literally, and I'm not shitting you, he would sit there at the table, a grown-ass man at the table, digging in his nose. I'm
not at that table anymore.
Not just like, "Oh man, my nose is running," but he would be like, this dude was a booger eater. I swear, like, it was the nastiest. Like, I've seen people get shot, their heads fucking exploding and shit like that. None of that grosses me out worse than watching a grown ass fucking adult like stick his finger in his nose and then like chow down on his finger. I'm like, bro, no wonder your wife's trying to fuck everybody. It was that guy. They showed up in costumes and shit, and she would talk like a drug addicted Katharine Hepburn. She would have like this warbling. She was like, "Wow!" It's like, "Oh no, you motherfuckers gotta go. Somebody please fuck this girl so we can."
You just gotta think of the logistics of dressing up for the average Dungeons and Dragons game. Like, these things last 3 to 8 hours sometimes. As someone who regularly puts on garb, I'm not doing that shit for a Friday fun game session.
Nah, I'm gonna wear my jeans and t-shirt, and that's it.
And like, I have really nice, extremely comfortable garb. Fuck me, my garb was made by the same guy who sews Chris Jericho's wrestling gear. But I'm not wearing that shit for a casual gaming session.
You're saying y'all don't rate at the table. Y'all don't rate.
Man, I've been to some really awesome gaming tables. That was hands down, like, it was a good game, except for those two fucking people. And if you're watching, fuck you, you nasty.
Man, back during COVID, so like, we all made our little bubbles, and
yeah,
my bubble included 2 guys that I had met through professional wrestling. also on that flyer with me. And they had been watching not just Critical Role. They had been watching Xavier Woods and them from the WWE playing D&D. Because like on up their channel on here, they do like a weekly D&D game. And they're like, we want to learn. We want to learn. You have to understand that these two dudes can really only be described as thugs. Like, I love them to fucking death. These are my brothers. But like, never in a million years would I expect these two angry little fuckers to be like, we want to play D&D. Okay, sure. We all together kicked in like $300-400, went and bought a whole bunch of minis, and I got a starter campaign. All right, let's see how this goes. Now, it is important to note, dear viewer, for this story that they are part of a very large, very traditional Puerto Rican family. So there's like 11 people that live in this house, including Poppy. And Poppy would just, as I'm trying to teach these motherfuckers play D&D, and like we're all constantly rolling up, like we're drinking, like this is not your average table. And Poppy's just coming through. Papas. What is this stupid shit? Dungeons and Dragons, the dice, where's the money? And I'm over here trying to fucking like be a DM, have never been a dungeon master before ever. I'm teaching people who have no business playing this fucking game how to play, and trying to keep my cool between that and the thing that's in my left hand. Like, it was a time.
No, see,
did you know that Big Show plays D&D?
Who?
Big Show. Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Paul White, I think his last name is.
Yeah.
He plays D&D. This dude's like fucking 7 feet tall, 500 pounds, and he's sitting at a gaming table and he's like, I rolled a hit or something.
I'll really surprise
I checked
y'all.
the basket.
Up until like the last decade or so, D&D was super popular in prisons. But a lot of prisons banned it because when someone's serving life and they've spent, 10, 12, 15 years with the same character, and all of a sudden the DM who's having a bad day kills him. What do you do when one of the only emotional attachments you've had for 15 fucking years just gets taken from you by a bad roll and a dickhead having a bad day?
Oh. One of my favorite bands, Violence System.
That D&D table gets violent.
I spent a little time in adult timeout, and my very first, he wasn't my bunk mate, but we were in like a dormitory, so he was my cut mate. He was across from me. Dude was going home on a life sentence. Like he had made parole on his life sentence. He had like shot up a mall or some shit. And he had told me he breaking out character sheets, 15, 20 years old. I was like, yeah, man, my beard used to be this long. I was a wizard and shit. And I'm like, you've definitely stabbed somebody over a character before.
The D&D table turns into the dice game in the hood. Like, wait,
it's serious business.
It gets serious over here.
When I lived in, because I have lived in the hood, we were what was known as the white boy apartment. I have had guys come grab dice from me because they couldn't find dice, and they're over there shooting purple and blue goddamn dice.
I mean, if it brings the money in, who's going to care what color it was?
The interconnectedness of humanity, my friend.
Bang, bang, bang. Andy, just go get the goddamn click-clack math rocks out of the box.
Man.
This was the live stream that I did not expect, but the live stream that I also needed. So
be like that sometimes. Hey, that's what you get with me. You don't get what you want. You get what you're going to get. You don't pitch a fit.
So it was the live stream they all deserved.
I had a bitch of a day. I wrote out my notes for my video rant today, and then I fucking lost them. So I rewrote the whole thing, and then I found my notes, and I'm like, oh shit, I've got 2 sets. No, I gotta like figure out how to come. And then like I did the thing, and the editing took so long, and then I pushed. I like to have my videos out by like 10 or 11 a.m. or at least done, and then I'll schedule like releases. Like I'll do a short here and a short here and a short here or whatever. I dropped that video like fucking an hour before the stream. God damn. But today's subject, like the video that I did today was basically like my hot take on the whole Epstein controversy, Epstein black book, client list, et cetera, et cetera. And when I got done with that video, like I will turn on my camera and I'll just fucking run my mouth for like an hour and a half and then just distill it down. So I ended up with like 80 outtakes today, and just at the end of it, I was like, fuck, I feel so awful. And if you watch the video, you'll understand why, because there's a certain point where I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to expose my darkest, deepest secret that I'm not going to go into, because you got to watch the video. And I was like, I need a fucking vacation. I just came back from shooting film and like, fucking doing stuff over the weekend. And this live stream, thank you so much. I needed this fucking.
Dude, I just come back from my vacation, and while I did come back full of piss and vinegar, and I've probably made more videos in the week I've been back than I did in the month beforehand. Like I'm here to spread the message. Fuck these algorithms. Fuck the things you're supposed to do. Like, take care of you and have fun in this. And also, it really just helps for people to see us as people.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that myself and several other people that came up around the same time I did, when I say came up, like in this internet, got our little pushes or whatever, did because content got so overproduced and so edited and scripted and perfect that sometimes people just want to see a bearded dude with absolutely zero editing besides jump cuts to the next thing he's going to say, screaming to a fucking phone. There's a dude here on YouTube named Will Survives. I don't know his politics. He never talks about him. So like fucking sue me if he's a maggot. But he does like no or very little editing. It's all shit quality shot on his cell phone. But like he just goes out in the woods and survives and shit. Super popular channel. Doesn't follow any posting rules at all. It's just his authentic self.
People want the real shit,
every time someone asks me, like, can you teach me? I'm like, first of all, if anybody tells you they know how this social media shit works, run as far and fast as possible, because they are trying to get fucking money.
They're trying to get you to pay for something.
Yeah. Second, no, I can't, because I personally don't believe that the rules are actually the rules, because I have followed none of them, and here I am. I got a buddy over on TikTok, and I think he's here on YouTube. He is here on YouTube, named Proletariat Repair. I will even tell people on TikTok, like 3 times a day is all you need to post. In fact, anything more than that, you probably legitimately are doing a detriment to your account. This motherfucker gains at least 100 followers a day and posts 100 fucking videos a day. Every thought he has goes from his head into his phone. He doesn't censor the things he says. He openly calls for people to be removed from the census. Nothing happened. So I thought, I was like, I break all the rules. Nobody bothers me. And he come along and I was like, all right, the rules, I don't care. There are no fucking rules. Because I have literally watched him. He's got a video with 2 million views that is just him blowing his mustache to the beat of a song because he thought it was funny.
New idea there, Big Sarge.
There's no rule.
Hey, no. I played a kazoo today.
Play your fucking kazoo. There's no rule.
I played a kazoo to fucking Lamb of God Day.
Do what you want. All right, so I was my ground rules. When they hit me up at first, like we had done the thing, said the numbers, and all right, so this is how this works. You send us a script, and I was like, a what? Like, yeah, if you don't have a script, like you can send us a draft. I was like, let me explain something to you, buddy. Super fucking I love them. They've been amazing to me. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say until you do.
Right.
I don't.
We got Rotana.
This is my process. Oh, I got to say something about that. And then I come here, and there's a couple things here on this desk that I can't exactly show y'all, but I make a thing, maybe 2, depending on how angry the thing I'm about to go talk on has made me. And I just go walk in my yard and scream into my phone. Now, obviously, with the alliteration, there is a little bit of like, I think about the next thing I'm going to say. Usually it'll be like, I want to call them this kind of horrible person here. What P words do I know? Okay, now I do put some like
Let's see.
limiters on myself. I will not use a thesaurus. I will not look a word up. I don't automatically know. Like if it's like I know this word, but I want to make sure I'm using this word correctly, I will look something up. But I never go look for anything other than source accurate information. Although I will say, and I've said this on every like podcast or appearance that I've done, which haven't been many, I let somebody in on a little secret, so I'm gonna let y'all in on it too. There's one word I have used in over 100 videos incorrectly, and not once has anybody ever said something to me about it. All the time, I like to call what I do pontificating. First of all, pontificating isn't even a fucking word. To pontificate would to imply that what you are saying is probably wrong, but you do it in a pomped manner. So over time, we have kind of like morphed it to like anybody speaking like an asshole, like I do, is pontificating.
Okay. But that's the thing. Language is fluid, my friend. It means after a while, what it meant 100 years ago, you can take a lot of those words and it means something completely different now. Language is
like
fluid,
groceries. Man. Groceries. I brought the words back. Groceries. No one had ever used the word groceries. No one in a million years had used the word groceries. It was too expensive until I made it all affordable.
Right now?
And people say that I am the bravest person in the world with tears in their eyes.
They look at me and they say, "Sir."
Oh, this is Donald Trump shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing Trump.
Did you not?
I need
know
more.
It's groceries is an antiquated word. People don't. We don't really use that word anymore. It's stuff in a paper bag. You bring it home.
Am I fucking old or some shit? Because I say I'm going to grocery stores. I'm going to get some groceries.
No, what it is you don't have $1 billion.
He hasn't been in a
I don't have $1
grocery
billion
store.
because I can't sell fucking t-shirts for the goddamn.
What it is you've not had servants do all of your domestic chores like grocery shopping all your life, and you're just learning at 80 years old that groceries are a thing.
You also don't exist strictly off of Big Macs and diet soda. So there's that.
True.
Yeah,
Big Macs, we're waiting on you.
Yeah, when are these Big Macs going to kick in? Damn.
So
didn't
he
they
go to
kick
the
in?
grocery store and say, like, he was like, "How much is this apple?" He thought it was like $10 or something.
Oh, the fucking Apple story.
The
Oh my
Apple.
God. His lady
Get it out
swears
of-
to me she bought 3 apples and said, "Excuse
couldn't
me, I have
buy-
to put one of these back."
couldn't
First of all,
buy it. She
motherfucker,
couldn't
no.
afford the apple. She had to put it back in the refrigerator.
I
What-
literally was
what
at the
store
grocery store
on
the next
earth
day and
has
was
the
like,
apples
an
in the
apple is like fucking 70 cents.
If that. If
If this
that.
bitch can't afford 3 apples, then she got bigger problems than you, Donald Trump.
It's like,
well, I'll
that's
tell
the
you what.
thing. Every example they use, even when it's right, it's fucking wrong. Like, yes, groceries are expensive. Pick something that's actually fucking expensive.
No, that's what happens when you lie all the time. When you lie.
And that was the last we saw of Big Sarge before he was murdered.
Oh,
Oh, wifey's coming in. Okay, there it is.
The wife and the wife's friend.
Oh boy, trouble.
I don't know how he thought this was going to go, but
so I'll
next
tell you what.
strategy, Cotton. We're going to see how it works out for him.
I do want to go back to this. Now, I'd like to know what you think about this, because I'm a fan of your show. I'm a big fan of your show. Both you and the Barfly. But I too did a little section on the Epstein thing, and the fact that the Republicans basically voted no, right, to have it come out. And this has been something as a content creator on the left. I mean, I guarantee you that you know this. If you ever decide to do the wrong thing and actually engage one of these knuckle dragging motherfuckers, and try to actually just talk the truth. To say, okay, I'm going to debate. Only I'm not going to call your names. It only takes a second before you debunk everything they say, and it ends up going, well, it's because you're a PDF file, right? Or so you're saying you like PDF files, right? And I'm trying to say it in a way that will get us kicked off, right? And
did you say PDF files?
PDF files, right?
That's what we have to call them over on TikTok.
That's what you got to call them, because if you say that word,
can't say the certain words
at the wrong time, YouTube will cut off this whole live stream.
Uh-oh.
So, right.
I better go. I just posted a video that was like, better file this, better file that.
I've had exactly one video get limited monetization on YouTube in the last little bit because I've kind of learned how to space my things right. It's the one where I said that word. Like, if you say that word, sometimes, most of the time, YouTube's like, motherfucker.
What about pedo? Can you say pedo like pedicure?
I think you can get away with that one.
You can get away with that. So I had the same thing, and I think that, like, this need for a vacation is so real. Anybody who's been seeing what I've been posting lately has gotten, like, progressively angrier and less giving a fuck. And when it came to this, because I've heard that so much, every time they don't know what to say and they don't have a issue, they don't have a policy that works, it is, well, you must love PDF files then. And it's like, what is wrong with you, weirdo? And now that this happened, I just went in and I just called every one of them that for like 15 minutes straight. And that was my video. And then you look at it afterward and you go, you know what? Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's defamation of character. Maybe I shouldn't have said that they like to do this in the most explicit way that I said that.
Maybe it is, but I honestly don't give a good goddamn because they ain't proven otherwise.
But goddamn, that's what I want to. That's the question. And all of that leads up to the question. Like, at what point? Like, at what point is it okay to just start saying it? Like, you guys
now, fuck what you really a long time ago, but fucking now, I am to the point now. You don't get good faith arguments with me anymore. Like, after last Friday, after that long ass tweet or truth or whatever the fuck you want to call that tirade he put together was, after that, you don't get a good faith argument with me anymore on this topic. Other things, sure, we can have a debate. On this one, either you support and therefore are a pedophile, or you don't. You don't scream for the better part of a goddamn decade, but especially the last 5.5 years since he went swinging in a cell. You don't get to scream about wood chippers and protect the children and all of you are groomers and when they release those files, and he don't get to run on I'm going to release the files, and Pam Bondi don't get to stand up on a fucking stage and say it's sitting on my desk and then that tweet come out. It doesn't happen. You are either with him because there's no saying you don't think he's on the list anymore. Like, we keep saying the list. Is there a definitive, this is a list of people? Probably fucking not. But if you know how any kind of investigation goes, there is a list of people they have evidence on. If he's not on that list, then I got some fucking oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you because you were that fucking stupid. If he's not on that list in your mind,
man, you got to remember though that the mega cultist mindset is all predicated on Trump being infallible. So anything that contradicts that, anything, no matter how glaringly obvious that evidence is, they have to, it's the robots in the sci-fi series from HBO, the Westwood. Whenever anything that would burst the bubble, anything that would burst their understanding of the world is there, they can't process it. It's like they don't see it, they don't hear it, whatever it is, it doesn't happen, so it doesn't register for them. The cult is the same way.
I think this one might have interrupted the Kool-Aid supply, though, man. And I say that because, like, I'm even seeing shit like So I still have a Facebook, like a personal one, right? And I'm scrolling it earlier. And AR 500, I don't know if y'all know who that is, but they make fucking plates.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Or like they have their advertisement today was, if there's no list, why is that lady in jail? If there's no list, why is the DHS knocking on my door? Like,
well, it just so happens that now she's looking for a pardon and a retrial, and there's already right wingers out there saying that she needs a retrial. But go ahead.
It's like I don't know about y'all, but my comment sections have been extremely quiet for about 4.5 days now. I've had
maybe not ours.
Okay, granted, it's because I'm usually calling them motherfuckers, and so they usually like come a little bit farther back. But nobody's answering my questions like they usually do. Now, there's still some folks that are just straight up cognitive dissonance. Don't get me wrong, but there are no real fucking like, hey, X, Y, and Z, or I believe this for me anymore. It's been crickets on actual debate because I think a lot of them are really like, oh shit.
They're waiting to be told what to say.
Exactly.
What's happening? There's no unified message yet.
They've been programmed to accept. They've been programmed to accept these narratives, and they don't know what to think if they haven't been told what to think. And right now, right-wing media is trying to figure out how the fuck they're going to spin this. So,
and they're trying every which way. They're trying every which way. It's just not working because they also spent that 10 years programming them in the opposite way. This is the one thing that they were consistent on in their programming. Everything else has been your program to change. You don't know what tariffs are. It doesn't matter. You like EVs. You don't like EVs. You love sharks. You love batteries in the water. It doesn't matter. Windmills kill. They give you cancer. Fine. It doesn't. Who cares? We love Ukraine. We don't. Everything changes. But while all of that was changing, the one thing that has been consistent is the Q and the kids. It was the one way that they got who were people who were at one point just decent housewives to go down a rabbit hole and turn into this crazy thing. Because that person literally was like, what? They're doing this with kids? They didn't care about any of that stuff. And they got them. And there's at least, I say hundreds of thousands, and I hope it's hyperbole, but I believe there's 1 million at least women at home that just did not know what they were clicking on, saw something about kids being messed up, went down a rabbit hole, and 6 months later they were MAGA. And
that's how propaganda works.
For 12 years, that's the only thing that really mattered. They were malleable on everything else. Because as long as it meant the kids were okay, I don't care if it's windmills or electric or gas. I don't care. I don't care if it's tariffs or actual economic plan. I don't care about the eggs. I'm lying. But as long as I can say, I got to say the eggs, Sarge. But as long as I can say to myself at nighttime, it's about this thing. And I think that's the one thing that's rocking that. And I don't know how long it will, because I'm not that optimistic that they won't eventually be told what to say and find a way to get over it.
I'm just hoping they keep fumbling this for so long that a few of them wake up. I say hope. I have like no legitimate hope. And as I always say, like at this point, it's a little too late for any of you to say you were tricked. So like, I don't stand shoulder to shoulder with bigots ever. I don't compromise with bigots ever. You can sit your punk ass on the sideline and watch us save this country if you have some bad feelings about the choice you made now. But I'm hoping if you do. Again, I don't have hope, but I'm going to hope because I said it to somebody earlier today. They fucked up too much too fast with there is no list. Fuck it, there is a list, but the Democrats made it, and now with the Republicans being the ones to block the list coming out, and I think a couple Democrats did also vote to block that list, just for transparency's sake.
No, which one? This? No,
I could be wrong. I haven't had a chance to look, but I thought I saw a couple Democrats. Go ahead.
Oh, and he's been silenced.
Yeah, it was the
machine got to him.
Pseudo racial slur that he used.
Oh shit!
Did we lose Doug?
We've lost Doug. Yeah, I told you the system got him.
I banned a guy, and Doug got.
It was Doug's secret side account.
Oh, something happening over in y'all's chat.
Yeah, we had someone who desperately wanted attention. So
I was just like kind of seeing over here, and I was like, oh, I'm betting that's an issue happening in their live because I don't have y'all's live chat pulled up because I'm an asshole.
What's going to be funny is Doug is not going to know that he was frozen, so he's been talking this whole time, wondering what the fuck's wrong with us.
Doug's probably sitting at his desk. It's like, can you guys hear me? What the fuck? Are you ignoring me?
Can either one of y'all confirm? Did I just tell the truth or a lie? Was there a Democrat that also voted to block, or because I thought I saw so, but I've been so fucking busy today.
I didn't think so, but we can take a look.
I mean, I know I saw a list of the Republicans who voted it because
I don't think there was. I think it was a 6-5 vote, and the from what I understand, I might be.
I always like to confirm.
I was just buried at work, so I'm so off whatever happened.
I have been on dad duty with a kid who is apparently cutting molars right now, so that explains why I've had a day full of screams in my ear.
I can't get that. It's because it's so close to his head.
Yeah, he just dropped off, so his connection cut out. That's fine. He'll be back.
Hey, I mean, I had a power outage earlier. It's temperate and clear and sunny here, and the power goes out.
Welcome to working with electronics and the internet, y'all. This shit is wild. Nobody told me when you buy a computer, you actually buy a constant maintenance machine that costs you lots and lots and lots of money.
There he is. Back.
Worked 20 plus years in IT for various organizations. Well familiar with the craziness. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, see, that YouTube said no. You better stop talking about that.
No.
I did just get it over here in my chat too. That no, none of them. No Dems voted. So hey, I lied, and I Dems washed their hands of this one. They stood up on that one.
Yeah, the Dems introduced the bill, and
I
knew only 4 of them in the committee. That's where I got stuck. 4 of them are in the committee, and all of them were like, nope. 7 Republicans, including the pearl clutcher. What's her name? Virginia. What's her stupid name? Virginia Fox.
She's North Carolina, isn't she?
You're not going to.
It's not from my section of the neighborhood, so
you're not going to impugn our dignity by telling us we don't love kids, and then you vote. In that way. I went in on her, man. I had no
you impugned your own goddamn dignity.
This was a committee, right? Which
committee
was this?
This was a rules committee. So
the rules committee. Yeah, okay. So it was
it's
we've got a 1 majority.
Right, yeah. See that a rules committee before it even got to the floor, they weren't even going to allow people to vote for it. They were like, no. You don't get it.
That's what it was. They blocked the effort. They didn't even get to the.
Yeah, they're like, we don't even want. We're not even gonna let this go to the floor. And you know what else they blocked that I didn't know when I made the video, or so I would have added it. They also blocked the testimony from the girl in jail.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting to see something on that a good portion of the day. She was all last night was she's ready to go before Congress tomorrow.
And they said, no, we don't need that. What we're doing here is all we need is to make sure that you don't ever get to talk. That where you are is perfect. We just couldn't get to you yet. We got to the other guy. We got to Epstein first. Yeah, they blocked that. They blocked her from talking, and the same people clutching their pearls are the same people who blocked all of it. Said we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it.
Oh, there we go.
Because the minute we do see that, then we'll have to admit it. So we're just gonna go like this. As long as we go like this, I can still make my money.
God damn it. I hate it. I hate it all.
Who is the dude with the backwards baseball cap and the beard? That's angry, pissed off bartender. You guys, how are you?
It's okay. I never ever get offended because I personally believe that I mostly only exist on TikTok, and everything on TikTok only exists on TikTok.
I'm like, if you're here and you're asking who that guy is, then you know who everyone else is. And literally the title of the stream is Sons of Liberty with Pissed Off Bartender. It's like,
that must be him.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Which one is it? Yeah. Damn that. I slapped my sunburn.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I was waiting to see how Reddit turned.
I mean,
it doesn't seem like it could get any redder. You're pretty all right.
Hey, to get super current on topics, one of my folks over here just highlighted a message for me. Apparently, they're standing down the National Guard in LA.
Oh, really?
Good.
And like, I trust this person to be giving me a legit. This ain't just like some bullshit from the comments. This person's gonna be telling me it's some legit stuff. So,
I saw a couple of weeks ago that Governor Newsom was basically like taking control of the whole industry. He's like, these guys can get the fuck out. The National Guard is being stood down. You don't fucking control my guys. But I didn't know what the outcome of that was because, you know, the current news cycle kind of like glossed over that.
You got 8 seconds to read it. If you don't, you got 9 more things to read. So just forget about it.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I've decided that we're working on this list now. We're just going to make sure for the next, for however long the hellscape lasts, we're just running a list. The end of every video on Political Drain, we're going to be putting a list of the atrocities and just make sure that it's always there because tomorrow, and we're going to add to it every week. We might change it up, change the order so you see something different if you last that long. But it's impossible to remember. Like we already forgot. We already forgot that he signed an executive order that made it okay to have colored bathrooms again. Right? Like,
oh my God.
Right.
Yeah, I remember
like
that
we
shit.
already forgot that. we already forgot.
The fucking big beautiful bill passed last week and we're not talking about it anymore.
Right. So we're just gonna have this. It's just going to be the end. I'm taking off all of the other stuff. I might have my little, come see us on Patreon and stuff like that. But all the graphics are gone. It's just going to be a list.
Good idea.
It's just going to be a list to continue to remind people, and it'll change up every week. But I mean, how many trade wars has he been in 6 months? Can we remember?
How
many
new
times
one every week for 6 straight months? What's 6 times? I mean, come on.
Every week. I mean, this dude. So yeah, it goes at you fast, and it's hard to remember. And that kind of was how they've been working that Blitzkrieg, man. And we'll see how this this Epstein thing works. Because I will say this: that hope that you have, bartender, is not just a hope. Like there's actually people changing, right? There's actually people that we see changing. Now, is it enough? These are drops in the bucket, and these are, what do you call them? Like single stories. But the fact that it is happening is something, because before it wasn't, no matter what it was.
It's got to be at least opening. All right, so since most of us don't talk to maggots anymore, they're at least probably still talking to them.
Yeah.
So it's opening conversation. When one swaps sides, he's got 10 buddies to talk to. If he pulls 2 more with him, I mean, that's how this shit works, right?
That's how this shit works. That's how it works.
It's like fucking weird networking.
If you build it, they will come. It's just, unfortunately, we're trying to build something in a shitstorm where it's raining upside down and sideways at the same time. And it's
to come up out of the ground.
Also on fire.
You know what I want to know? When you went with some people, I can't remember the name. But
are you talking about the Unfuck America tour? Because, oh my God, I will give you... Oh, fuck them! Fuck National Ground Game. Fuck Z. Fuck all of those grifting bitches.
Okay.
Not supposed to say bitches anymore, but
that's what I want to know.
That is literally the most embarrassing fucking thing I've ever done in my life, and I was a fucking drunk for a decade. I have apologized to the people that fuck with me on the internet profusely for this because, like, fucking $5,000 got donated to it in my name.
All right. So what happened? What was it?
So my homie Off Jawagon over on TikTok and here on YouTube hits me up and he's like, "Yo, man, I gave your name to these folks. They've hit me up. They want to like combat the whole like Charlie Kirk problem,
Right.
which I'm all for. That like as much as I don't like to glorify myself at all, these like 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old young dudes need like cool dudes in their 30s and 40s to look up to, because if it's not us, it's Andrew fucking Schultz and Joe Rogan.
Right.
So like, all right, combating Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA, like that's kind of important. It's a little weird that they want to follow specifically Charlie Kirk around, but this is what I do for a living now. I got fucking time.
Right.
The day before I'm supposed to get on a plane, they haven't given us our tickets to come back yet. I have explained to these people, I have to pick my son up at 3 o'clock from daycare the day after this event, and I'm not getting on a fucking plane unless I have a ticket back to get home a couple of hours before this, because airport and shit, right?
Right.
This is how I should have known not to fucking go. They didn't have that right. Eventually, like, they get that fixed. But in the middle of all of it, Z Cohen Sanchez Cohen, I legitimately can't remember how her middle last name goes, who is the organizer of the Unfuck America tour, takes her dumb ass on a live with like 8 women who are not happy with her. And all of them are women of color who are, and I'm going to be honest with you, at least 4 of them were bad faith actors. Like they were just trying to get some clout off of this, because they were saying things like there's no black people on the tour, when other than Dean and Parker, who are giant fucking grifters,
Right.
The biggest people on the tour were all black people. Like Conscious Lee was on the fucking tour. Okay. But someone who was an organizer and should not have been, in a public facing position anyways, took our stupid ass on a live and sat there and argued with these women for like an hour, walked her dumb ass right down the angry black woman trope road.
Oh.
I mean, and like I said, I firmly believe that 4 of these women were bad faith actors, and I know because they held her hand and walked her stupid ass down that road. And she played right the fuck into it. So the day we're all supposed to get on fucking planes and fly to Texas, we're all dealing with all of our followings being like, that bitch is racist, right?
Oh.
And I have to go, well, there are 12 black people on this tour, and I'm going to go ask them what they think. And they're all, and I hate to tokenize the black people on the tour, but like, do I listen to the random people on the internet or the people here on the thing, right? I'm going to talk to them. And they're all like,
that's the best thing that you do is somebody's talking about racism. Be sure you're talking to a black person, and before you answer whatever it is you're gonna say, find out first, right?
And they're all like, like, fuck that shit. Like, did she kind of use some microaggressions? Yeah, but like, what we're doing is more important than that. And also, we have been assured by National Ground Game that a statement will be made and all of you will be insulated from her. And I'm not worried about getting canceled. Let's be real honest with you here. I'm a white dude on the internet with 1 million followers. You can't fucking cancel me. I'll take a 2-week vacation, come back and keep fucking going, because that's what all the other motherfuckers did. But we're all like, we're not going to do this if it's not going to be handled. And they're like, we assure you it's going to be handled. So we go do the thing. Charlie Kirk and all of his people are some bitches. They stole our space. The school like definitely worked with them to charge us $10,000-$15,000 for like on the day of charges that weren't agreed on, or at least that's the story we were told by Z. And then we get home and they're like, "Hey, we need y'all to sign NDAs."
What?
And I went, "No, NDAs don't belong in politics, and I'm not going to protect that racist bitch."
Right.
And then it ended up like, I went on my page and I was like, hey guys, I told everybody the same fucking thing that I just told you. And all of my people were like, yeah, no, you did right. We're not worried about you. Some people's stupid asses got on their pages and tried to defend their actions with like really tokenizing the black people involved and shifting the blame to them and not being able to say the simple words of, I fucked up and didn't do my due diligence before I left. And
So-
they did not get the same reaction that I did from the people that fucked with them beforehand. And there was also this one dude who's now in jail because it turns out he was running from the fucking cops the entire time this situation took place, that like left the tour and tried to like cause a bunch of drama. Like he blew this up to the public while we're in the middle of all of it. So like he's making clout off of the tour while we're dealing with the damage in the middle of it. It was just a clusterfuck from beginning to end, all the way up to they were like, hey, y'all are going to get 15% of the money you raise, which I thought was fucking weird anyways. Cause like, why is the PAC giving me money for the money that I've raised for the PAC? Like, wasn't this supposed to go into like political action and voter registration and whatnot? Like I had already planned to donate mine. In fact, I gave some of mine to one of the people in my community that runs something called the Trans Pass organization, where she helps people in shitty living situations get to climates more acceptable to trans people.
Right.
But I had to track that fucking money down because 2 months after we got back, they just haven't paid most of us. And I have to be like, hey, am I going to need to be an asshole on the internet, or are you going to give me this money? Because I would like for it to go somewhere that's actually going to do some good with it. I don't want your dirty PAC money. I want to give your dirty PAC money to people who need your dirty PAC money. And now it's like apparently she may or may not have. She tried to say they spent $100,000 on getting the 30 of us out there, and the 2 nights we stayed in the hotel, and the bullshit white people taco night they fed us out of the back of a van for lunch. So like I can't say she embezzles money from National Ground Game and fuck what she call her shit, because I'm gonna say real names if I'm gonna do this. Soul Solutions is what Z's company is, and it would damn sure seem, although this is not an accusation because you ain't finna sue me, it would damn sure seem like some money was moved inappropriately from the donations and whatnot. And you would think, with all of everything that I just told you being very public information, that there would never be another Unfuck America tour, right?
Yeah.
They went on one 3 days ago. The older millennials showed up. They were happy about it.
Oh, man. It's a grift.
It's a grift.
I don't know.
I did not know that. So what I saw you on a video saying, fuck them. First I saw you were going, and then next one I saw, so I missed the full detailed video or whatever that was. All I saw was one video you were like, nah, we ain't gonna talk about it. Welcome, I'm not with them anymore. And then you started talking about something else that was funny.
Well, that's because
that's why I wanted that clarification.
Like, all right, this happened. I'm sorry. I should have done better due diligence. I'm not going to try and make any money or clout off of this thing that I fucked up on, and I don't want to be a part of it anymore. So let's get back to the important work. I'm sorry. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not.
Okay. So on the same vein, I'd like to know, so far we've had, I'm missing the names here. So far we've had people from, what is the veterans, from the veterans community, people who are trying to make that same role model style of content, so that people aren't watching Charlie Kirk. I would say
Valor Media Network.
Valor Media.
Yeah, they're trying to basically co-opt the right wing and the way that it's recruiting, Zennials and Gen Z and whatever other fucking goddamn. I'm Gen X. I don't give a fuck about the rest of y'all. I'll cut you, bitch.
Millennial. I don't think y'all realize this. Y'all know I'm 31, right?
Wow.
I'm just in here by a mile, man.
I mean, I don't give a shit. I was raised by somebody that was old enough to be y'all's grandma. So, like, I had the raising your dad had, but that, yeah.
Right. Well, so that's the deal. That's why I wanted to know, in that same vein, since fuck that with Charlie Kirk and what happened there. Do you see yourself as that role model? Have you seen is there a young man?
Man, I fucking wish. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't, and this isn't a complaint. I love it. I think it's cool as hell. Old people watch me. Like, my demographic, almost across the board, even on TikTok, is like 45 to 65.
We're all old people. You hear that, boys?
Like, I mean, the youngest person in my Twitch chat, I can see her name right now, I think. Yeah, I can. She's 25. She is often the youngest person that watches me on a regular. I'm sure there are some younger people. But like I said, I was raised by my great grandmother who was born in the teens. So like I have a more Gen X-y flow and style. Not too many of the Zoomers fuck with me.
I agree.
Andrew, we got a couple of people that wanted to know where precisely where you are from, essentially.
So I don't tell people exactly where I'm at now. I will say that I'm in the greater Birmingham, Alabama area because that has become people have just seen me out and shit. But I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. More specifically, Harvest, but nobody knows where Harvest is. Everybody knows where Huntsville is. It's where we sent the Nazis. So I grew up right out.
Yeah. All right.
So real quick, the Pentagon pulling 2,000 National Guard deployed to LA amid the ICE protests. So I think it's like a little bit more than half, or maybe just about half, that they said they're pulling
2,000 of the 4,700.
Yeah.
Did the entire 4,700 actually show up?
I mean, yes, in the way that the National Guard deploys, but so not all of them were on the street, so to speak.
Yeah, like I remember the first like 24 hours or so, they were like, when he called, what was it, 600 or whatever he sent in, and like only half of them even answered the phone for like 2 days because they were, I'm not fucking with that.
That feels like a war crime is what that feels like.
I don't know if you guys saw it's a breaking headline that Speaker of the House Mike Johnson is calling for the DOJ to release all info on Jeffrey Epstein.
Fuck out of here!
Oh, it's about to get spicy, boy!
No, that's not spicy. What it is you get to vote to not have it out right? You have your people vote to not let it. Congress could have made it come out. Mm-hmm. So after everybody votes no, you get to come out and talk to stupid people and say, I want the DOJ to release it. Bitch, you could have released it.
And if anyone
leader.
who's not paying attention, there is no way
those
House Congress members vote that way unless Johnson tells them to vote that way.
Mm-hmm. And
no way in hell.
Right.
Yeah. And we were just wondering, people, how long it would last and what would be the next way around it to get those smooth-brained, knuckle-dragging, red hat idiots to find out what to say because they've been fucking quiet. And now we found out. What we're going to do is we're going to vote it down. But then, because we know they're not watching anything but state-sanctioned TV, I'm going to come out and say, I want the DOJ to pull it out.
Next thing you know, the DOJ is going to be ran by liberals.
I fucking hope so.
No, I'm just saying. That's the story. That's the next headline is going to be liberal DOJ fights my.
Oh, I see. I see what you did there. You
got me. Colt will buy it hook, line, and sinker. Every time.
Run by liberals.
Hey, but we're about to have a really fun 2 days of political theater, friends.
Yep.
Culminating on a Friday release.
Yep.
Because we're riding that pace.
You know how the fucking QAnon group was like, let's rile people up and send them to this pizza parlor in Washington, D.C. and get them to go in there with guns and shit. I'm wondering, can we pull a fucking psyops on the people that are like shaking themselves loose and be like, you should definitely storm the White House and see.
Tim, I'm directly telling people, bitch, you stormed the Capitol for last time. Go do it now.
True story.
I'm not fuck a psyop. If you stormed the Capitol because you thought that motherfucking election got stolen, I got news for you. The motherfucker you helped get the job just told you to shut up and know your place about the Epstein files. I know a lawn you need to go stand on right now.
Where's all my Second Amendment folks, right? All my people that if the government ever came after me, I need my M16 and the shotgun and the 2 other rifles and the AR and the. Come on, man.
That crowd 2 months ago, that crowd was like, "Let me go shoot some liberals," because they sure as fuck weren't out there standing for fucking government overreach for little brown dudes and shit.
Right.
Speaking of all those pew-pews,
the whole...
by the way, because I am a 2A guy, but not like one of those 2A guys. I hope, beyond all hope, at the end of this, that Palmetto State Armory is going to go bankrupt over one bad business decision they made about 4 or 5 years ago. I used to be a fan of PSA, mostly because where else do you get a functional $400 AR in the hands of every leftist in the country?
Right.
Until I found out that they were printing lowers with Trump's face and fight on it, and mag covers and everything, and Trump fucking tech mats and all that. And I hope that when this is all said and done, they have $1 million worth of printed lowers with Trump's face on the side of them that they legally can't destroy or resell.
So,
so
just for anybody who
best alternative now for people who are like pro second that are on the left,
fucking figured it out, boys. Kinetic Energy Arms in Arizona. I put out a video 3 days ago being like, because I told NVIDIA to go fuck themselves, because NVIDIA has been trying to hit me up to advertise for them with their AI powered GPUs, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you are the world's first $4 trillion company. Fuck you. And I got annoyed, and I was like, not only they hit me up 4 times in a month after I told them no. And it was the same basic ass chat GPT offer too. We love your inspiring and uplifting content. I'm like, bitch, you've never watched my content.
Clearly.
You don't think AI is a fucking cancer. So I got a little annoyed, right? And I went and I talked some shit about NVIDIA on a TikTok. And at the end of it, I was like, by the way, y'all know I don't really do this shit for money, even though I do it for a living now. But I'm not looking for another sponsor. But if somebody in the pew-pew space, we got to call guns pew-pews over there, wants to talk to me about an ad read that happens to like have a set of fucking morals and a spine, I would love to do an ad read for you, just so I have somewhere I can tell my people to go spend their money for firearms where they're not actively funding fascism.
You can also.
And I had someone in the comments be like, hey, I think the person you're looking for is KE Arms. So I did the Googling, and then I found their email, and I reached out to him, and within 6 hours, he reached out to me and showed me where he had been blackballed from AR15.com, and was it not Bushnell's? Brownells had stopped distributing their What Would Stoner Do rifle and all that because they simply said the Second Amendment is for everybody.
Yep.
They said everybody, white people, brown people, black people, LGBTQ plus, everybody should have access to firearms, and they got blackballed from the industry. And then he told me because of this, he can't really afford to take on sponsorships and things like that. And I went, you don't need to pay me a motherfucking dime.
There you go.
When I need a new 5.56 upper for the goddamn AR that I mistakenly bought from Palmetto State, I'll be giving them a call.
So,
if you're also looking people for other resources, listen, my relationship with the Second Amendment is nuanced. So I'm not as big a gun culture person, but living in a fascist state, there are people at risk who've come to me and asked me, hey, how can I do this? And my thing is, if you're going to do it, you need to be safe. You need to be practicing. You need to understand your weapon. We need to make sure that you're supporting the right people. So the liberalgunclub.com also is a good resource if that happens to be you out there. All right. So that's the liberalgunclub.com. If you want to find other resources, and it is your right to do so.
In addition to my day job, on the side, I own part of a firearms training and retailing company outside the wire.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say, it's like, if we only get a thing that has all the parts have this, and I'm just there like, wait, let me talk.
Well, there we go. That was something I have been trying to. As soon as I saw his fucking face on a lower, and I was like, I had just got this fucking beautiful 300 blackout that I paid like a ridiculously low amount of money on because it was their Father's Day sale, and I'm like, okay, well, they're out here putting guns in people's hands that are, it seemed to be worthwhile and affordable. Let me just look through everything they got. No, I will never shop with you again. I'm going to pay $200 extra for the carry piece that I want because nowhere else sells Canik MC9s for $250. But I'm not going to give PSA another fucking dime. I'm going to go pay $400 for it somewhere else.
Yep.
I will say we've got a policy of being as politically neutral and as open to anyone as we possibly can. Like you never find anything remotely political, no stupid flags, nothing like that up. Anything. Now, that said, the people who are in the ownership group for the company are from a diverse set of views. So we'll definitely fuck with each other about things. Like there's a stupid there's a pistol with Trump's face on it. It's gold plated. It's the most tacky piece of shit you've ever seen. And the owner for the primary owner for the company will constantly find ways to like slip that into my gear or something. So I'm wandering around. Oh, fuck you guys! Just it's part of the culture.
And it is. I want y'all to
there
know
are some good
the
companies
longest
out
I've
there.
ever sat in front of a camera without burning one.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you not allowed to burn one?
I don't know how. I don't know what YouTube does to y'all. I think technically you can. I just don't on YouTube.
YouTube doesn't monetize us. YouTube. I mean, we keep in comments. You guys just do this for money, man. We don't get paid shit.
Wish we did do it for money. That's what
honestly,
well,
right?
If you don't mind, well, then I will go ahead. I try to keep everybody. I try to take care of everybody. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not that I do this for the money. I always tell people I do this for the love of the game. They just happen to give me money. There's two types of political pundits out there when it comes to the people who make money out of it. There's people who do it to make money, and there's people who make money doing it.
Yep.
I'm in that
How do
second
you
part.
make money doing this shit? I tried to fucking monetize our YouTube, and they were like, "Your content is dangerous and subversive."
All right, I'm about to tell y'all what I think it is.
Controversial.
Here's what I think it is. I don't use names. Think of every video you've ever seen of mine. How many times you actually heard me say the words Donald Trump?
Okay.
I think that's it.
That shit sailed for me. I'd have to delete all my videos.
Yeah, really. It's in the intro of every single video he does.
Right.
Exactly. When I'm talking about Netanyahu, I call him Nettie Genesetti.
Yeah, got you.
I like that. I like that.
If I'm talking about Musk, I call him the South African super dork or the elongated muskrat. Like, I don't use names. And so YouTube thinks I'm a people and blogs channel.
He's probably talking about Pokemon.
So how I did it, because Political Drain is the third channel, and the other ones were more different stuff. One was music, and one was Karen's, literally. I use timing. So, like for my first batch, and I know what happened with you, Big Sorry, when you started this thing. You came out the gate going, fuck all of that, right? Whereas my first like 10, 15 videos, if I even said a cuss word, it was well to 2 minutes in. I would bleep some and leave some, right? And so what happens is, I think whatever they use, and this is how I've always done it, after a while, it's like, okay, they get lax. So on the 15th video, I add a little bit more. I never put it in the first 30 seconds. I never put it in the last 30 seconds. I only use a certain amount or a certain type. And then every now and then, I'm allowed, like I did for, for the Epstein joint, every now and then, I'll go all the way in. And it's like, well, they're not really, they're not even looking anymore, right? I make sure that I use that kind of timing, and it has worked every time.
Yeah, same. I won't say fuck in the first 30 seconds to a minute of a video. I try to get over a minute before I say fuck, and I try to get over 30 seconds before I say any cussing. But I do know for a fact, like the rule is 7 seconds. As far as like when you go to monetize your, like nowadays, it lets me decide if I can be monetized or not on the back end because I've done so many. Like it will go back and change it for me. Don't get me wrong, but it'll be like I go monetize, and then it'll go, does your video have any of these things? And I'll be like, yeah. Subtle cussing, but not in the first 7 seconds of the video.
Yep.
I don't think you can make it 7 seconds without starting to cuss there, Big Sarge.
The fuck I can't.
This is what I do. I start all of them with, well, hello there, friends. It takes 4 seconds off the video.
There it is. There it is.
It's nice to see y'all on this fine Friday afternoon. All right, now we're 9 seconds deep.
What's
up?
up?
You need a slower southern drawl, Big Sarge.
Yeah,
that's the key. Stretch them syllables.
What's up, fam of Liberty and everyone else watching this video? That's like 3 seconds. What the?
Yeah. And then after that, it's just fuck this.
It also helps. I come from TikTok, so like I'm used to squeezing everything in time increments. Like I have 1 minute to get everything, but I got to get that hook, and a lot of times you can't hook people with just fuckity fuck. That said, every time I've ever started a video with "well, fuck me" running sideways and backwards,
right,
that's pretty well.
So even now, though, Sarge, what it is now you have a red flag. Like now you can't you could get away with what you do now, just like it is. If like 3 years ago when you started, you were following this stuff. Like once
I didn't go viral until like 13 months ago.
Right.
Well, you're doing about the same time then. Well, you're a little bit.
I had a channel that existed prior to that, but like I had maybe 60 views. People were like, "Who is this fucking dork dressing like General Sherman and talking about Union loyalties?" And it wasn't until I did like one of those fucking truck rant videos. I didn't even want to do it. People were like, I'd ask them like, what can I do besides these Confederate Heritage Month videos that would get you interested? And they're like,
truck rant,
but dressed up like MAGA. So I did. And as soon as I did it fucking like that, it was everything. It just skyrocketed from there. I was like, I don't want to do this. People were like, do it.
Yeah, I refuse to do truck rants. I refuse to wear red hats. Like I've had people like, you should wear a MAGA hat just to trick people in. I'm like, no. I don't hate on people who do it, but I'm just like, no, I'm not doing any of the shit. I won't make clickbait titles either.
I'm like, angry veteran rants about Tim Walz, and then it's like, Tim Walz is a pretty good guy, and here's why you're a fucking idiot if you don't believe that. Like, son of a bitch, you got me.
Like 80% of my shit is either it's a good, like if I can come up with a good caption, cool, it's a good caption. If I can't, it's let's talk about boom, or hey MAGA, why? Like why X, or whatever. In the end of this for me, and this is probably a lot of the autism talking here, but I am obsessed with doing this my way, and I never want anyone to be able to look at me and go, you used a grifter tactic, or you clickbaited to get, no, Andy fucking got here by being Andy. He just happened to be called the Pissed Off Bartender. Like, I'm either going to do it by my rules or I'm not going to fucking do it. I'll go back to serving drinks and waiting tables tomorrow if that's what it takes.
Well, I'll say this. It's a privilege to have you on here. When I heard that you were on today, I was actually quite stoked. I kept it calm, kept it cool, but I was quite stoked because I really am Really am a fan, man. I love watching this stuff. I'm gonna be leaving here to do the whole put the kid to bed thing. But as it pertains to clickbait, I'm not sure if it is or isn't clickbait. I try not to actually just straight up lie, but I also want people to watch. And one person said to me, "Could this be any more clickbaity?" Enter. And man,
Yes.
left that. And so I said, "I'll try harder tomorrow."
You goddamn right, because you said something about it. Tomorrow's will absolutely
Right.
be
I
more
don't give a fuck
clickbaity.
what you think about that. For my own pleasure.
I like to stand on my own hills that I give myself to die on about little rules I give. Please believe I appreciate when people do shit like that. I also respect the fuck out of anybody who comes up with good clickbait. If you can get me to click it, motherfucker, you did a good job. I just have autism and I think things should be done this way. And so I'm going to do them this way. You do them the way that works for you, and I'm a clap. But if you
said
piss
in the
me off, I'm
beginning,
steady about it too.
there is no rules. As you said, as long as you're you, and you get comfortable with it, people ask that same question all the time. Like, how do I do this? I'm like, press play, man. Press record and start there. Oh, but I wanted to look this way. My friend, the people that you love been on for 10 years. They just got big last year, right? Like they've been on for 4 years. Something just went viral the other day. Like it took them time to get used to the camera.
It's the reality of this. People see the one video that you went viral on, and then they see what comes after. And usually when I tell people this, it's when they're like, "Well, I could do that," and you can. And it's the confidence boost is hit the play button. You can, but if you want the reality of it, I made 500 videos before anybody watched one. And I'm not saying 500 because it's a big number. My 501st TikTok was the first one to enter the FYP.
There you go. I try to tell folks that, and they're like, no, it has to be perfect because I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Like, no, you're not. If you're lucky, you will. I hear you. But if you have $1 million setup and you have the perfect way, it doesn't mean anybody's going to click on it.
The 500 videos I made were the ones trying to be perfect, trying to do what works and what I had seen other people do. The 501st video was me stitching a guy saying no country boy he ever knew back the blue. And I went, you goddamn right. My whole life it's been yeehaw, fuck the law, and raise hell, praise Dale.
Yeah.
We're fucking here now. Make the video, hit record, do the thing.
Do the thing. And on that note, I'm leaving. I love it. I love it. Big Sword, Matt, and the Pissed Off Bartender, man. I really appreciate you being here. I hope to see you again.
Yes, sir. If the boys will have me back, I will be back. I've enjoyed this thoroughly.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Come back anytime. Shit, you send me an email and be like, hey, I got some shit I want to say. I'll be like, we'll do it.
This has been a hella fun conversation.
And you can even do your Knights of the White Castle shit.
Knights of the White Castle.
It is now my goal to get you not only to an event, but in guard. God damn it!
I fucks with it. I love it.
You know what we should do? We should like reach out to every single guest that we've ever had on Sons of Liberty. Be like, hey, do you play D&D?
Yes.
And then find the people that are like, yes, and then do a D&D game. It could even just be like a one-off or whatever. It would just be like today's live stream. We're gonna have Deja Fox, Pissed Off Bartender, and fucking Richard Ajeta. That guy. He's like, I rolled a hit. I'm gonna text him. I'll be like, hey, sir, do you play D&D?
Do it. That would be some of the most fun fucking gaming ever.
I see everybody saying good night in the chat. Good night, guys. I see y'all. Hey, I'll even go live and learn. Somebody's got y'all want to teach me. I'll even try for the entertainment purposes, so everybody can laugh. I'll even try.
I got a rotating Monday group. We can always have somebody fly in for a learning session.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Drill Sergeant Learns D&D, parts 1 through 8.
What does that say?
Texted.
Uh-oh.
So Jason, you play
Good
D&D?
part D&D.
I can't. My Twitch chat's over here rubbing their hands because they're just like, yes, he's going to make more bullshit now.
Ours has the same reaction for some reason.
If I could get like 4 or 5 guests from our previous shows to come on and play D&D, that would be I would be like so good.
Hey,
oh God,
this is the internet
playing D&D.
Hey, don't forget to do the PSA. I don't remember what's the PSA. What's the PSA we were supposed to be doing?
I don't know.
People
I got the chat. She's like, it's on 5 calls. I'm like, what is? I could say, hey, we got a script, but what? What is the 5?
We're supposed to be calling senators because
I'm supposed to mention in the live stream because admin Elo says to mention it. We have a letter on all the socials, and the 5 calls app has talking points. About what? I don't know, because I zoned out on the admin chat because I was so focused on trying to push out today's video before fucking live stream.
I got you.
Where I talk about
I'm gonna give it out before I leave. I got you. Hold on. Let me scroll down. Scroll down. Dead air. Radio silence.
I done got so caught up talking to y'all and had such a good time. I let my Red Bull freeze in my little mini fridge down here. That's why we got the backup Red Bull. Always keep that thing on you. I don't drink anymore, so I drink entirely too much caffeine.
I'm gonna read as far as this thing will let me because I don't have the app for this phone here. The bullshit budget bill was passed. You know what? You guys are gonna get a glimpse into how this is. How does Drosar actually do scripts? Because I'd rather do my own thing without the script. I just look at something and go. But when I do scripts, I try to be professional. Are you ready? The bullshit budget bill was passed by both the Senate and the House, yet somehow it's not over yet. Yay us. But there's a tight deadline for opposition. This week, the Senate will vote on budget rescissions. Right.
Oh, okay, here we go. Whiskey
budget
leaks.
rescission. The orange
Lexi.
one has decreed. These are provisions that were removed in order for them to pass. Oh yeah, because the parliamentarian said they couldn't vote, they couldn't put it in the bill. So there's certain things they had to remove from the bill in order to get it to pass. And now they're going to vote on these things, which is just a whole bunch of more dick shit, horrible shit. Anything that they write is horrible. So you can now still affect change by calling, emailing, faxing, marching, protesting, whatever you do. I'm not advocating violence. But
You had me. I was like, did he freeze again, or is he just doing a long dramatic pause for effect? And
It's hard to tell, right?
Right.
There he is.
Right. All right. So at that point, call and everything but that to see if you can get where your senator is and how you can get them to think twice about it. So I've done my due diligence. How was that? Good?
Due diligence was done well, I'd say.
Outstanding. That freeze, you like that freeze pause.
I did. I was like,
did he actually stop?
Doug, are you there? Doug.
Knowing this thing, you know how many times I already froze like that once.
Yeah, you were like this forever. I was like, Matt and I were like,
stay frozen like that, just straight.
It's like,
all right,
we
guys,
are from France.
I'm out of here. Love you guys. And to the Pissed Off Bartender, I really appreciate you coming. I enjoyed the conversation. We got to do it again, man.
Absolutely. Pleasure to meet you, friend. Pleasure to meet
you.
I believe Janet's going to start looking into reaching out to some of our guests to see if they've played D&D before. If we can get a live stream guest celebrity D&D game going,
I swear to shit, if I went from the side of the spectrum where it's impossible to get a D&D game together because nobody has time to play, to I don't have time to play because I have too many D&D games to play in, this is going to be amazing.
What a problem to have.
I ran a D&D game and Admin Matt was part of it, and I'm pissed that we never got to finish the Karaz Kazad Royal Murder Mystery that I've spent fucking months putting together.
That is the anger of every good DM ever.
Let me ask you this: if I leave this thing, it won't mess up the stream, Big Sarge, because you have me as a.
No, if you just leave studio, you should be fine. As long as you don't click that in stream button, we should be good to go.
Not this red one here. Click.
Freezes again.
All right, y'all. I'm out. 3, 2, 1. Peace.
It's my favorite every time he leaves now.
Gotta love a good old freeze frame.
Yeah.
I also have to go because I gotta talk to a man about a horse, and I need another one of these. And I need to.
Alrighty. Well, this would probably be a good time for me to go ahead and Two-Fisted too, and hit my usual actual smoke break and go check on my family. So this has been amazing conversation. We got almost zero politics in, which normally would be a problem, but today I think was kind of perfect. This has been just like this went. I don't know how I thought this was going to go. Like, my best friend texted me before, and he's like, what are you going to talk about? And I was like, I have no fucking clue. And he's like, good luck. Well, good luck was had, because this went fucking great for me. So I hope y'all enjoyed it.
I sure did.
Thanks for y'all tuning in and having me, too. Anytime y'all want me back, just holler, because I will happily come back and bullshit, and I hope we get this D&D game together, because I want to roll some dice.
Bet. I'm working on it now.
Hell yeah. Y'all have you a good one. Wonderful meeting you.
All right.
And
Thanks
you,
for
sir.
being on the show.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. I just got a response from Richard Ajeta.
Oh.
And I don't know if he's watching, but he says he's never played it. And he says that the moment the Atari went out, he was basically like, I can't do this.
Oh. I mean, if he's willing to learn, you know, we can work with new beginners.
I'm gonna ask him anyway. I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? It's cool. If you 5th edition, you basically just like roll the dice.
Yes, I'm happy to help out however you need me. Need me to play characters?
Could you
need
imagine?
Me to play NPCs? Need me to be like all the different voices? Yeah.
Yeah. Like the G.I. Joe commercial that we did, people were like, is that Big Sarge talking like the Baroness? And I'm like,
yeah,
you realize there's like fucking 10 people working on shit, right?
Yeah, like I don't understand how they didn't realize that, like, you know, we've got voice actors. You know, it's Big Sarge is doing a lot of voices there. He's the Eastern European chick. All right.
Oh, the guy who was like, oh, your mic sucks. And I'm like, it's Destro. He's wearing a fucking mask made of steel. Of course. I'm like, yeah. No, my voice isn't that deep in real life. Like, I don't talk like this. So I'm like, you know, let's dial the octaves down a bit and then add some metallic twang to it or whatever the fuck it's, you know, because you got to sound like you're talking through a helmet. So I had a high pass filter on there and give it some reverb bouncing off the metal and shit. And people were like, your mic sucks, dude. I'm like, go put on a fucking mask and tell me what you sound like, you fucking ass bag.
I'm just happy they're complaining about you and not me.
Yeah, people were like, Cobra Commander's great, Big Sarge. I'm like, that wasn't me. It was fucking me.
Yeah, I know the whole time. Like, wow, Big Sarge is a great Cobra Commander. I'm like, fuck me. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Oh God. I want to do a Joe PSA now. I want to have, like, you know, 2 kids swimming in a pond and it starts lightning and shit, and like just random out of fucking nowhere, a G.I. Joe Navy SEAL pops up and he's like, hello, kids. This is the most weird fucking obnoxious scenarios. Just a random Joe shows up out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey kids, don't play in traffic."
It's not even about their situation at all. It's a completely different PSA.
Yeah. And the thing, so like, you know, the somebody did parodies of those like 10, 15 years ago that were like, you know, pork chop sandwiches and this weird
Pork
shit.
chop
And I'm like,
sandwiches are fucking gold.
yeah, I know, right? People, so much internet lore that exists on the internet today just has been lost because it passes out of the collective consciousness, and you have to like actively refer back to it. Like if I said badger, mushroom, people would be like, "What the fuck are you smoking right now?" Except people who are like my age or older.
Damn kids these days don't appreciate the old times, the old timey internet.
I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but there was a group of
watch you get hit.
Voiceover actors that did parodies of Charlie Brown, but they were it's like, I don't know if the people who were doing it were black or white or whatever. I don't know their ethnicity. I just know that they were basically taking the Peanuts and having them as if they lived in a low income ethnic neighborhood or whatever. And this was like 2007, 2008. I was a different person then, and I
Were you a different person though? Were you a different person though?
I definitely was. That was my transition out of being a Republican, diehard Republican voter of the Tea Party. Was just like, if you're a veteran and you want this legislation, fuck you. And so I was like, okay, bye. I'm gonna go see what Barack Obama has to say.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't the way that I am now, but I was probably, you know, halfway there. It was a dark time in my life.
I'm still running through the PSA options for how do we tie it to
did you look it up?
No, no, I've seen them. They're etched into my memory. These are deep tracks.
I'm definitely gonna push the Whiskey Leaks team and be like, hey, let's do a G.I. Joe PSA like the cartoons, because I mentioned it on their Discord and they were like, I don't think they understood exactly what it was.
We pitched these
some of the examples.
We pitch these like off the wall ideas, and our Discord's always like, "Yeah, you guys should do that." Then we go to the people who actually create things. They're like, "You guys are dumb."
My favorite.
What is wrong with you guys?
My favorite. They're not really my favorites, but like I love the comments. Like Whiskey Leaks guys post something to our YouTube. They have their own channel. And they cross-post it to ours, and people are like, what is this AI shit? I could do better. I'm like, oh, really?
AI slop.
You could do better? Well, then why don't you fucking join the team, you fucking lazy motherfucker? It's like these guys on the Whiskey Leaks team, some of them have talent now, but initially they didn't. And they're just doing the best that they can. And they're like, hey, we came up with this. It's AI generated. I know you hate AI, because I do. And I was like, I don't want to entertain it, but let me look and see. And then I did. And I was like, okay, I know that this is bad, but it's half good. Definitely, let's fuck it. We ball. People were losing their and I get why people were losing their minds. Like, I make indie films, I draw, I make music, I fucking write. I understand. Like, I used to develop video games. Now people are like making video games with AI and shit, and it's fucking stealing from it. Like, I know. Fucking, I don't need a lecture from the goddamn nanny brigade. But if I'm gonna use their tool to fight them, there's a poetic irony in there that makes my dick hard. I'm just gonna. Anyway, if you got the talent and you're gonna complain about it, then just join the fucking team so we don't have to do it anymore. And then you can lend your talent to us, and then we don't have to fucking, I don't get it.
I'm pretty sure.
I see the subscriber rate going down. People are like, "Nope, fuck you, I'm out, bitch."
Yeah, our numbers are dropping like flies. Lanny said she's willing to
I'm
do Baroness
unsubscribing.
again.
This motherfucker crazy.
So if we want her to do that or another voice, she's definitely down.
Yeah, let's do fucking G.I. Joe.
I don't know how we haven't been canceled.
Cold Slither, yes. Somebody knows you got the lore, buddy. Fucking, we are. If you don't know what Cold Slither is, it's an inside joke from G.I. Joe.
It's from way back.
Oh no, I saw the Hasbro social media has an actual band now that performs as Cold Slither, and I don't know.
They really
made the song of the yes. Oh shit, it is. I was listening to it the other day. I'm like, this is corny as hell, but okay, I can get into this. It was surprisingly good. I stumbled across it when we were talking about doing the Whiskey Leaks video.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, we definitely need to have like some G.I. Joe music with it. And here's a metal cover of like the G.I. Joe theme song. And there's like some guy is like, when the darkness comes, it's G.I. Joe. That song showed up and I was like, is this an actual band called Cold Slither? And then I looked and it was like the Hasbro Pulse account or something. I was like, oh, what?
They do some wacky shit. Oh, speaking of Hasbro and their YouTube, they actually have like a lot of all the episodes from a lot of their classic 80s cartoons are up there. You just go through and watch them all. They're not even on like regular streaming services. Hasbro just wants you to come to their YouTube and be their friend. Please be their friend.
I will be there at 3 p.m. Some dude shows up and wipes their windows. Meanwhile, they're out there like killing cobras and shit. Oh man, the Shipwreck Nightmare episode where like he was going insane and like everybody was turning into Play-Doh. That shit fucked me up as a kid.
That was messed up. That was a little more than 5-year-old me or whatever at the time was ready for.
Right. I was still a fan of the comic book. The comic was superior to this cartoon.
Yes, actually, the comic book, the original Daojin, is far superior to the Western adaptation.
I mean, I just don't ship Duke and Scarlet. I don't, because Duke was the first sergeant. Even though
the wife is laughing at this one, sir.
You can probably be like, an actual first sergeant would be like, yeah, I'm banging a couple of the specialists that are in the fucking supply closet or some shit.
What we are trained professionals, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know about trained, but I'm definitely.
I'd say trained. Both have professional experience.
All right.
Look, we can both be found on IMDb. So I'm just saying. All these people complaining, all these people talking shit. Where are their IMDb credits?
Oh no. I texted Richard Ajeta when he was live. Did he read his text on camera? Was he like on there? He's like, oh, I just got a text from Big Sarge.
Yeah, I can see him reading it out.
He's like, fuck, Big Sarge, what the fuck is Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Oh, that is good shit. Thank you, Benny. All right. On that note, we're gonna peace out because it's after 9 and I've been on this thing for like fucking 2.5 hours. So
yeah, Ram wants a walk.
Yeah, and I need a drink. That's my verb.
Yeah, you need to finally get yourself a drink. It's been a long 2 hours.
It has.
Yeah.
All right. That is our time for today. Tune in Thursday. This coming Thursday, we've got Zach Wall an Iowa state senator who is running for U.S. Senate in Iowa. And his states, the two Iowa senators are Chuck Grassley and Joni Ernst. That's a good Sea Isle name, Ernst. Of course, she's probably not a Nazi. I don't, you know. And then this coming Tuesday on the live stream, we've got California Representative Ro Khanna. And I am looking forward to that.
Man who tried to get the Epstein files released earlier tonight.
And don't forget the War Powers neutering or whatever.
Hey, he's doing good work.
All right. That's our time for tonight. Matt, do you want to close this out with 2 claps and a Rick?
I do indeed, Sarge. 2 claps and a Rick.
Woo! I don't have my speakers on. How the fuck
you got you get the wife in.
She can hear my mouth. Okay.
I mean,
up,
people in the next zip code can hear your mouth, boss.
Isn't she fucking hot? Hell yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
All right. That's our time, folks. Thanks for tuning in.